What's going on, everyone, and thank you for tuning into another Diecast Emporium video. So this is going to be a kind of unconventional video, definitely, for sure. But I've had a lot of people ask me, particularly as of late as I'm selling a lot of my older stuff from childhood. But this is my storage unit, or the storage area, where I have all my Hot Wheels Matchbox buildings, some bigger equipment, and obviously all these vehicles that you see. So the reason for filming this video is a lot of people wanted to know specifically what I had. So it's kind of a mess at the moment, but nevertheless, we'll press on and see what we got. So up in here, we used to have just some regular Humvees and things of that nature. That light certainly didn't help. These pullouts have some bucket trucks and a couple of the bigger trucks that you can see in the back. Cement mixers, things like that. This drawer has more of your 18-wheeler kind of thing. And a car carrier. This one's Reese's, this one's Ryder. And then there's a bottom dump truck that doesn't have a bottom dump, just for looks. This was actually one of my favorite pieces growing up. This is a Road Champs piece, International. And it has a dolly at the back. And this side opens. Actually, both sides open. So a lot of people, when this came out, bought these and turned them into Mountain Dew, Pepsi, or alcoholic beverage trucks. So, nevertheless, kind of cool. This shelf has really more of the same. Just some more semis and things like that. That postal van is also a Road Champs piece. And now we start getting into the stuff there's absolutely no organization anymore. But in here there were boats and some planes and kind of just some general recreation vehicles that need to get reorganized. And here we had a lot of like race vehicles, whether they be NASCAR, Le Mans Series. There's a few open wheel racing cars in there as well. This drawer just has standard cars. This drawer, more cars and vans, I believe, in here. And finally, this was another one with NASCARs, dragsters, and other stuff. So over here, we've got this little HO house that I built way back when. Maybe it's an O-gauge house. I think it's an O-gauge house for my first train set that I had. And over here, this is all my farming equipment. Bunch of stuff in here. That's from Tonka when they took over, or when they had a partnership with Masto, however you want to say it. Not sure if they still have that going on, but I know in the late 90s and early 2000s, when I was little, that they did. And here, some tow trucks. And again, excuse the shaking of this camera. It's difficult to open these with one hand and hold the camera at the other hand. So now we start getting into trucks and 4x4s. More of the same in here. Down in this drawer, which we're caught on something, of course. Some fire rescue vehicles. Trying to see here if I have it in here. Oh well. I don't think it's in here. I think it's at my place, but moving on. This drawer had a lot of ambulances. Some police cars. Mostly just ambulances. You have these plastic police vehicles. Come on, drawer. Thank you. Okay, well, it's obviously getting stuck on something else. Alright, just some more trucks in there, more tow trucks that I have to organize. In this bin, you can see garbage trucks and some fuel trucks, and randomly put in here my favorite hockey team. Not sure if it's going to focus on that, but there you go. One of these, which I think is this one. Maybe it's the green one. So, cool story with this one. Obviously, you can tell what's on the side of this. This came out prior to what happened on the 11th of September, 2001. So this is like definitely one of my more treasured pieces. I always wanted to get one in the box, but just haven't yet. Alright. Some more trucks and SUVs. More of the same with the Dioras up here, which used to be my favorite vehicle. I used to collect every one that I could. And the Diora, I believe the original one, was one of the original Hot Wheels vehicles released in 1968. Down here, just a bunch of assorted dump trucks and doubles that I have that aren't currently at my place. So, these red Peterbilts, I must have probably, I don't know, 10 of these in assorted colors. I mean, you can see there's 3 red ones here, a blue with orange, a green with blue, a yellow with black, and orange with blue, just here alone. Alright, so, on to some of these buildings that I've been trying to put together the past few days. Here's a newer style McDonald's building. And these are all playsets that you can kind of go up with your car and drive through. They all did neat little things. Here's a much, much bigger set, which is why I'm not going to move it. But this was the Matchbox construction set. And when you move the sorry attempt at a crane with a wrecking ball, it takes down the building. So, kind of neat for kids. They liked it a lot. I liked it a lot when I was a kid. Alright, let's see what else over here do we have that's worth showing you. Here is a standard dealership that's been completed. And all of these tubs contain Hot Wheels buildings and parts and all kinds of fun stuff that I have to go through. And they haven't been really assembled since they were, put back in here 12, 13 years ago. Here, we've got some newer sets that I reassembled. Another McDonald's on the left, a cement factory on the right. Over here, you got a little Shell petroleum oil station. A car crusher. They made 2 different versions of them. Crane actually works. You can open up the grab, place a Hot Wheels car into here. And the idea was the car would fall down into this, and it would release this little piece of scrap metal. So, over here, bear with me. Another construction set from the late 90s. Here's the original Ford dealership. They did a couple of these. Here is a FedEx playset. Again, another casting that they did. A post office for God knows what else. There's a little Matchbox police station. There's the other car crusher right there in the background. And this big construction site was a lot of fun. These red things, you could all stack them up. And this crane moved back and forth, like so. So it would kind of just ride along on that rail. You can get your dump truck or piece of equipment up. This goes down and up. So, pretty neat. I loved that as a kid. So that's about it, guys. I know a lot of you wanted to see the storage unit where I come and keep things. Actually, you know what? Give me one more second, because I forgot to show you guys probably one of my favorite things I got here. Alright, sorry about that. So we're back. These are 1 to 16 scale Ertl case pieces that really are in pretty good shape, considering their age. Functionality was always pretty good on this. You can see on the Z-bar linkage, which of course it's a case so it doesn't have a Z-bar linkage, but you can see this preset stages. You can set it and it will hold that pose. So there's the loader. There wasn't a actual model designation. For example, there wasn't a case, 921 or whatever you want to call it. But still, nevertheless, looked good. And here is the Construction King backhoe. Also in great shape. Stabilizers work. Loader function works. Backhoe function works. The only thing that doesn't work is the tilt. The bucket does not tilt. Not forward or backward. It doesn't curl at all. It's just molded into position. So now that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, most of the stuff is up for sale. So if you see something that you want or that you're interested in, let me know. I'm sure we can work something out. That Ford tractor and that John Deere implement next to it are actually being held for somebody. So those are not for sale, but literally everything else is. This white box contains the military vehicle collection that you guys have seen on Instagram a few times. Over here, just some larger Sunoco models. There's a large aerial ladder truck, rear mount ladder truck. That goes with all these. Again, a lot of you that grew up in the early 90s are having some massive deja vu, which is good. And over here, just some more holiday trucks. So as always, guys, thank you for watching. Stay tuned. We've got a couple things coming in very, very soon. So you'll definitely want to make sure you check the channel in the next coming days. As always, be safe and take care.